So you share with us that in forgiveness, we don't actually have to have the person, the physical person sitting with us because it's metaphysical. I would like to talk with you about our leaders, economic, political, religious, like all these leaders. Like in your book, it walks us through this process, a very beautiful process of these stages of forgiveness with our leaders. How is it helpful for us to imagine that our leaders understand what they've done wrong? Say those that have caused genocide or destroying the planet or. Can you speak with us from a metaphysical perspective about how us sitting in our room or at Metaphysical Center, imagining in our minds that the leaders actually have an awareness and an understanding of the impacts of what they're doing, how does that help and support the transformation of our world?
That is a very interesting question. That's why we create a crystal temple of global healing. Now I change my resonance and radiance. You don't have to impose upon them. And that changes like a Wi-Fi, physical Wi-Fi, you got the information. You create a metaphysical Wi-Fi, create the resonance of compassion. Lord Buddha created a lot of compassion. And whosoever comes in that Wi-Fi or compassion, the resonance, okay? And that be changing by itself. You cannot impose upon. I cannot impose upon the political leader. You change, you change, you change. Because my resonance will create the resonance to change it. Okay, that is the whole secret of metaphysics, and we are taking one step higher to the metaphysical spirituality. Okay.
Relative to like our leaders, let's say our global leaders, we have on the one hand, it's this resonance that you shared and this radiance that we are shifting and generating within ourselves and hopefully, co-creating with others. But how should our willpower and determination, more of our masculine energy, from your view, play a part? Because I know in your book, it speaks about, and even in Treasure 6 of the series of moving from fear to hope and the treasures hidden within the core of fear, you talk about some of the veils that cover our will and our determination relative to our political leaders. And you say that a lot of times we sort of just like we give our will away and we just like let our leaders, once they're voted into office, do whatever they want. And you say in forgiveness that it's either forgiveness is things that have been done through us, that we've done to others, or we've allowed it to be done to us, sort of this like apathy. In what way, relative to our political leaders or our global stage, should we, in your view, activate or initiate our masculine energy to couple with our resonance and our radiance?
I think in the book written the two mantras. One is individual mantra, I create my own reality, I'm responsible for what I am. I'm master of my destiny, not victim of fate. And second mantra is collectively. We, the members of global family, create our own reality. And we are responsible for what we are. We are the master of our destiny, not victim of we. Now we enter into the we. So what we do, we create first, I create my resonance of compassion and love. That's what we create. A big crystal is there. In the crystal temple of global healing, big crystal is there, create the compassion and the love and that way. Then we collectively, we sit 5, 10, 20, 40 people and we create the resonance. Then we become we. First not I, it turned into we. And then you create those spirituality resonance and that changes the mindset. So slowly we bring the whole political leaders and that one to come to our crystal. They enter into going beyond logic, reason, rational, outer world. They want to introduce to the inner world to change the reality. That is the plant. That's what I call planting the seed of evolution of consciousness. That is what we are doing in this. We are just in the beginning. It takes years and years to get there. It's been happening in modern civilization for the last 12,000 years. We are passing the same situation. But evolution of consciousness will be able to change.
Yeah, and like one of the things that your book sort of outlines and what you're highlighting right now, and I just want to sort of put a pin in it, is that, you know, there's a saying that's like spiritual bypassing, but if we talk about like metaphysical bypassing for global healing, bypassing would be not transforming yourself, not moving through the steps of forgiveness and activating the resonance and radiance before you want to go into the sort of like global focus, because you actually have to alchemically transmute, transform, transcend yourself to become and embody that resonance of radiance before, or in order to really interact like with a greater group and create like bigger change. Like we are the change. Thank you, Mr. Mehta.